banks and financial intermediaries, and secure equipment is running 24 hours, and it needs a very good air conditioning system. So it needs a lot of power and it needs a lot of resources. So almost every 10 minutes or so, one block is solved, and it is attaching itself, and anyone who solves it will get the reward of those 12.5 bitcoins apart from the processing fees. Okay.
And is it
So
done manually, or is it done through the computer itself, the 100%
through the
process?
computers, it's completely electronic. So it's a very complicated equation which is there, and anyone who has very good computational powers, that means the infrastructure, and there also there is a competition. So anyone who solves it first will be rewarded, and only after their once they solve it, the miner who solves it, and that has to be validated by the entire Bitcoin network, and then they will rewarded with this whatever 12.5 as incentive, plus whatever the transaction fees of the total number of transactions in that particular block will go to that miner as incentive. Otherwise, why should anyone invest so much resources if they're not getting something in return? Okay. So anyone else? We have 2 more minutes. Anyone else? Any questions, please?
Uh, what is the significance of solving a
No
block
questions here.
in
So,
hello? Hello.
yes, yes.
What's the significance of solving a block in the transaction, in completing a transaction?
Significance of solving Parimal, right?
Sridhar.
Sridhar, okay. Sridhar. So it's a good question. See, what significance means incentive. You try to solve it. If you get the reward, it's an incentive. See, many people are competing for, let's say, an exam. Okay, but we all hope that will get through it. So we are competing there. Or let's say you go for an interview. So let's say 100 positions open for that particular post or that particular opening. So all the 100 people who go there will go with an idea that yes, they will get through it. Okay, so but how many people will get through? Only two, because only two openings are there. So the rest 98 have to compete again. So same happens with Bitcoin. It's a completely democratic system where anyone with having that computational power can compete. The problem is these days it is becoming more and more costly because of the heavy competition between the miners and between the people. Okay, and it is, as I said, it is very difficult to become a miner at least now. Okay, so I believe so the significance is, as you asked, it's the incentive. You will get 12.5 bitcoins, which is a good amount of money these days, because that will easily cover the equipment and the power costs. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Sridhar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
that answered
have
my question. Thank you.
I just have a small question. So why can't a transaction just be
Okay.
direct? Why
Yes,
should there
we
be
have
some
one
equation
more
solved?
question. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry.
why
Who was
should there
that?
be some Alex here?
Alex. Yes, Alex.
Yeah, I just want to know why should there be some equations that has to be solved? Why can't the transactions just get completed directly?
Yeah, good question actually. So why the I have already discussed this actually in the when I was explaining the Bitcoin how transactions work. So if there is no intensive, I would say if there is no incentive, then why should anyone first of all go and devote their time and money and resources to validate the transactions, right? Why should anyone do that? The very reason why the entire network works is people join the network as a miner because they get the Bitcoin as rewards, and people have the faith that yes, over a period of time the value of this Bitcoin will go up, which is actually going up. If you see in just 10, I would say 11 years of its existence, not even 11 years. So the price has really gone up so much. Yes, from zero to almost $9,600 as of today. So almost $10,000 is the price now. So people who have who want to earn bitcoins through this method, okay, by mining, will have an incentive. So that's why now why there should be a check on who can solve the puzzle. So that's why there is a very complex mathematical equation or puzzle which is automatically generated. So it's in the software itself, which is automatically generated, and which takes roughly around 10 minutes to solve through the system. And then whoever solves it, and if it is validated and that block is attached, that particular miner gets the reward. And this again, and those who are not able to get it, they will compete again for the next block, and probably they will get the reward next time. So every 10 minutes one block is there, roughly every 10 minutes, and then people compete continuously for getting the rewards of bitcoins. And there are people who have actually mined so many bitcoins through this by validating the transactions. Okay. Yes, Alex, is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yes, we can have one more question from anyone. And people, those who have joined, thank you so much actually. There's a lot of information actually in this book. This is called Butter to Bitcoin, and this is available online on Amazon. And you can go and read at least the first 1 2 chapters or three, almost 3 chapters for free there in the Amazon. And I would suggest that if you want to get a very good solid understanding of Bitcoin and the financial system and where it is going and where it came from, the history and the current scenario and all, this will be a very good read. This will be a very good resource for you people. And those who are working as, no matter whether you are working as a software professional or whether you are working as a BA or whatever field you are into, so sooner or later you will have to understand what is this Bitcoin and blockchain. Today we just saw a very good introduction of what it is, like Bitcoin and blockchain. But to more know more and to have little more idea, that too in one place, we can go and read this book called Butter to Bitcoin. Okay, so we can take one more question. Anyone? Shakir, yes, Shakir. Mm-hmm. No, no, that, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, that's a good question. So there are two ways to get bitcoins actually. Either you can mine, you can become a miner, which is costly method I mentioned, because it takes a lot of equipment and a lot of electricity, which is not very cheap, at least here. Okay, so but either you can mine them or you can earn them. So basically, you can sell something and you can accept bitcoins. Okay, so just like you accept the currency, like let's say Indian rupees, you can also accept bitcoins. And if you see in some websites, they say pay in Bitcoin or get Bitcoin. So you can do that. And how to get started is basically you have to download that Bitcoin software. It's free and it's peer-to-peer network actually. It's free. You can download it in your mobile phone or system, and then you can go to some Bitcoin exchange. For example, ZepPay is one. Okay, in India, and there are a couple of them. You can just Google it out. So I'm not endorsing any of the exchanges. Okay, and then you can just pay whatever amount you want to convert your money into Bitcoin. So for example, you go and pay 10,000, and what is the current price of it? You get so many Bitcoins. Okay, so let's say the Bitcoin is roughly around 6,81,000 as of today, which is roughly $9,600. So let's say you pay that 6,81,000 rupees and you get one Bitcoin today itself. Okay, it will be transferred to your account. Now what you have to do is whenever you want to pay someone on Bitcoin, you can just start transacting. So let's say something is, let's say 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Price of some product is 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so then you can just pay 1/10 from your Bitcoin account, and that 1/10 will be deducted. And let's say you are selling something to someone for, let's say, 1 Bitcoin.